pristine, dark silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through. An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
Defender of the people.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. Still alive, so that's progress.
There can be no respite.
The pride of the gate.
Fiat Lux.
Still breathing, despite everything. Moving in.
Waiting. Preparing. Calculating. Evolving.
Stronger than before.
The pride of the gate.
Never a dull moment. Time to press ahead. Always at your side.
When we return to the surface, there is no telling what carnage the brain will have wrought. We must be ready for all-out war. No. If this is to be our end, we will die together. But do not think of endings. Think of the glorious battle to come, and rejoice that we have a part in it. We are in the midst of a battle against a being that can kill worlds. I am faring exceptionally well, given this. I know that we can. If you have doubts, rid your...
The belly of the beast. The sooner we kill this thing, the better. Honestly, I think self-reflection may be the enemy just now. I can't afford to lose my nerve. Safer to just... I do. Think of... Let's just stay shoulder...
Lead on, soldier. This... Fuck yes, soldier. I'm burning hard and fast and...
The Nether, it's afraid. It knows we will fight it. And there's only one. You are not just... They're the ones that...
I am listening.
Let's get going.
Dominated. Controlled. Crowned.
We've got a long road ahead. Don't waste a step.
I smell a trap.
If it is for the best. By my oath. Agreed.
Chase. Devour.
Let me strike.
No choice but to keep going. At the ready.
Battle favors the fearless.
Say bye-bye. Yes.
Nothing important is ever easy. Another day, another fight. What path lies before me?
On the victor's path.
Soldiers were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects everything.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Friend, we are here for you! What absolute? We are different. And we will not cause you any trouble, friend! We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintance. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most...
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Thrall. Break control.
Ah, cursed to put my hands on everything.
My head is pounding.
Must be close.
Transform.
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
You think you know why you are here. You think that by killing the Chosen and taking the Netherstones, you can destroy me. You are wrong.
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
By eliminating Ketheric, Orin, and Gortash, you have simply unbound me. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone.
Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
The crown is not my weakness. It is what made me what I am. I needed the crown to build an army. I needed the Chosen to bring it to me. They would not have surrendered it freely, so I gave them what they wanted. Power. Just enough that they would play their part in my design. Their part has ended. The next orders will be mine.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it.
And you had your role to play too. Who do you think told the Chosen about the Astral Prism? Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
Were you a part of its plan?
I only needed one Netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
We need to put a stop to this now!
out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an Elder Brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain. I was as surprised as you were. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
What's in here?
A hero at heart.
Can't give up now. Best be on my way.
Making me sweat.
No one back home will ever believe this.
If we do not do this, all is lost. I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible. Knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
This fella and his ultimatums. But he's forgetting one thing. We could become Illithid. I mean, I could. You could trust me to do what needs to be done.
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain. In theory, yes. You have resisted such a fate so far, and this would be a complete evolution. And you will be an Illithid for the rest of your days. Is this really something you would be willing to accept?
Hang on! We need to talk this through. There's so much at stake.
This may be our last chance to defeat the brain.
The Emperor might be right, but we're not out of options yet. Let me transform. I'm not long for this world. I can feel it. You can trust me to use the stones as we planned. To defeat the brain and nothing more. It's the perfect solution. Say you agree. Please. I'd rather be a mind flayer than have to watch you become one. You still get to live. Do it as you. If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world. I trust you. Do what you think is right, and I'll stand by you. But if you change your mind, just say so. I'm here. And I'm ready for whatever comes next.
One last time.
To become a mind flayer, while retaining your sense of self, would not be a sacrifice. It would be an evolution. Embracing your illithid self may give us the greatest chance of dominating the brain and taking control.
Suppose we can't claim to be shocked. The Emperor's wanted us to embrace our powers the whole time. This is the logical final step. I can't face the thought of it myself, though. I've only just been able to start living on my own terms. I can't surrender that. You're the only one who can make this decision. And whatever you choose, I'll be by your side.
I trust you and stand by you. However you choose, I am at the ready.
I trust you have aired opinions and grievances and made your decision. Are you ready to become a mind flayer? I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
We can free Orpheus.
I just hope he'll be receptive to us. There I was, thinking we were finally about to put an end to all of this. Too good to be true, I suppose.
I knew we hadn't seen the last of this place. Ah, there's only one good. You are not just your fear and your doubts. They're the ones that will guide you.
While we still draw breath, we cannot lose hope, my love.
His eyes are unseeing, his voice silenced. But even with his mind caged, you can feel his power. His eyes are unseeing.
Blood follows me everywhere.
As the Githyanki prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of Illithid. You destroyed a Githyanki creche, and you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies. You may address me as your majesty. You should have yielded to them. They would have given you a noble end. Any worthy individual destined to become Geik would have done so. My guard would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made. In this, we are aligned. I am obliged to overlook your transgressions. We will destroy the Netherbrain together, and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars. The Geik was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones. There is not. We face a Netherbrain. For there to be one way to defeat it is unlikely enough. There will not be another.
Wait. Maybe you don't have to. It should be me. But it isn't a sacrifice. Not to me. I'm dying. This thing in my chest is burning me through.
If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world.
Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become Illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design. The Netherbrain will be only too pleased to claim me. Even in my darkest hours, I knew it was my destiny to save my people. I could never have imagined this would be the way. Give Kartavkim crushed. Let us seek out the Nether Brain and finish this. Once the Grand Design is ended, kill me. It is the very least you can do. Come. It's time for us
Ready when you are.
and end this illithid night.
Gather your wits. Tend to your weapons.
I think we're done here. I'll certainly...
The way is open.
Go. The longer we wait, the... Voss! Give Kartav Kim crush! What? Stand down. The true heir has spoken.
No. It can't be. Orpheus, my prince. What's become of you?
The Grand Design must be ended. A sacrifice had to be made. The duty fell to me. I am not long for this world, or any other.
What of Vlaakith? What of our liberty?
You underestimate your own people. Their imaginations have kept the name Orpheus alive for millennia. Bring them my message. Tell them my fate. Some will doubt, some will mock, but some will listen, and the spark will be lit.
When the hammer struck, the heir's psionic cry shook the plains and marked his locus. I couldn't have imagined.
Find your nerve, my friend. Today, we strike at the brain. This champion holds the key to the Grand Design's end. Answer to him as you would to me.
Your Majesty.
I have spoken.
As you wish. I stand at the ready.
Your friendship, your constancy. When I fell to despair, they elated me. Thank you, my friend. Shavazai.
Shavazai.
Now, to the Netherbrain. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies.
Let's have a look.
simple enough.
Watch Citadel, home to the protectors of Baldur's Gate.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the... Observe with whom this mind flare will fight with thee. It will save...
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
You helped me once. I figured it's time I paid you back. With magic.
I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend here is armored and potion-fueled and ready for battle.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield. And I hold her sword.
You can count on me, little rabbit, and your squiddy friend. I thirst for the hunt.
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
My people have never hunted a monster this large. They are eager to join the fray.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me, and from me to you. And whatever company you keep.
Nature's servant awaits.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
We fight for the survival of Baldur's Gate, and we will win. I cannot promise that this is the last time I will ask you to fight for your future, your lives, and your city. But I can promise you this: whatever crisis we face, whatever danger threatens, your Grand Duke will always fight beside you. My blade is yours. Now, let's kill ourselves a nether brain.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
There's no time to waste. No harm in a little conversation.
Let's go! Want to bite?
No one stopped me yet.
Even I was surprised by how well the owlbear would take to the potions. Just look at it.
Dost thou need my services? If thou art ready.
I want to have a word.
I wouldn't be here without you. It's time I repaid the favor.
With haste.
We stand ready to help you.
Bodies, bloods, this is the dream. Knew I was smart. Really? Oh, don't you go getting chopped up. I need customers. Don't go.
I'm glad you're here. The Illithid, too.
Onwards.
The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can...
Don't look at me. This is...
We face the greatest evil our realm has known, and we do it together.
Press on. This will all...
Today, we take back.
Smells like violence already.
No time to dally.
Let's move.
My faith protects me.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. If not over, then through.
Dragons overhead. Stay low.
Better not be cursed. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Is that blood? No, never mind.
Fall back! Fall back! Matthew! Leave him be! We have to keep running!
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
There's a glimmer of something beyond his words, but in a moment it's gone, consumed with fear.
One last run, then we're clear!
wise move.
Never a dull moment. What do I have to lose?
What am I to do? Do we have a target? Let's kick in.
What to do?
Attention!
No time to rest. Mind my step.
A simple task. I will not fail.
Finding my way. Here goes nothing.
Yes. Time to bleed.
No word. Need to learn the hard way. Count on me.
fleet of foot.
Battle favors the fearless. This is my time.
Searching. Lila Lurl. Taking up position. Watch this.
Time to push my luck again. Best be on my way. You've made a grave mistake.
Become absolute.
Sacrifice in her name.
fleet of foot.
A bold maneuver. My turn. Want another? Incoming.
Nothing will stand in my way. One day I'll catch a break.
Impero TV.
Impero.
Understood. I am your end.
Ready for another round? Open up. Over there.
Survival is all that matters. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Coming through.
Right away.
looking ahead. All right, what now? Another step forward.
Sharp as ever.
These things have stayed interesting. Swift as my feet can carry me. Looks like part of the nether.
Don't get caught in its fire!
Onward.
Now, breathe deep and move. Cut into the chase.
Smell blood. Covered.
On your command.
Bye forever, pal.
Two steps at a time.
Got to focus. On my way.
seek an advantage.
Need to stay focused. Moving.
There's too many of them! We need to get to the brain, now!
Time to press ahead.
This is gonna feel good. No surrender. Ooh, fun.
Fresh orders? Taking up position.
that one later. Here goes nothing.
Does your blood sing as mine does, my love? There is no time for... We are in the midst of... I am faring I know...
Eyes ahead, soldier. We're nearly there. Eyes ahead, soldier. Fuck yes, soldier. I'm burning.
Death and devastation. It's afraid. It knows courage. They are the suffering and hate. I feel its pull.
I hope, honestly. I think so. I do. Let's just stay
Light on my feet.
It is the crown of Carsus, the site of power, the site of domination.
Looks like that crown could use some nether stones. If these things were ever going to work, it's now.
That face. The one from my dreams.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
That's the crown. Time to cast the spell again. This time it has to work.
My victims await.
Another step forward.
Battle favors the fearless.
Execute.
your command.
Need to act fast.
This is my time. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Ready for battle.
I'm ready.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Tactical.
My faith will protect me.
Show him who you are.
I thirst for combat. Vengeance.
Can't even catch my breath. Just to keep going. I'll strike you down.
Impero.
Take two. Got to move.
Unleash me.
Execute.
I won't give in.
Become.
I need to find a way forward. Still on my feet.
this, mate. Right away. Onward.
This is worth the cost. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
On your command. Yes.
Another fight. Let's go.
Have to keep going. Take your
Let me strike. A bold maneuver.
you on my watch.
Weakened. This is our chance.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together. Its will is weakening. The brain is almost defeated.
Its will is weakening.
Now is the chance. Its will is weakening. Eliminate the nether brain and let the Sword Coast be free.
Now this is my happy place.
No choice but to keep going.
No holding back. No time to waste.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Let's finish this. On I go. Better give this a try. Its will is weakening. We have the upper hand. Time to end this! press on.
Consider. Assess. Implore. Surrender!
There. At last. It is subdued.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute!
And thus, I honor my mother's legacy. The grand design, once again, ended by my line.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Orpheus's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
This is the moment, my love. The moment in which we make a new world for ourselves. You are glorious, my love. You have never been more beautiful.
Together. Conquer. Rule. Command!
This is the moment, my love. The moment.
My master. I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. for this.
It is done. The Absolute eradicated. Vengeance exacted.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mazora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things. The city will cheer us, but it is the triumph itself, the very smiting of evil, that should lift our hearts.
Can't feel the tadpole. They must have all died with the brain. That means we can't turn into mind flayers. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a mind flayer, of course.
Even when my time in the prism stretched out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible, I never lost hope. I knew that my destiny was to liberate my people, to return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me. Do it quickly. I cannot live in this skin a moment longer. Yes, but for how long? My mind screams. It will never stop until it has slipped away from me entirely. I will not be Gake. I did what I did to save my people. The rest is up to them. Someone else must rise within the ranks to lead the revolution against Vlaakith. Give me my freedom from this form. Release my soul to the astral seas, while I still have one to call my own. Perhaps you are right. I may not be the one to lead my people, but I can still bear witness to their glory. I shall find a place for myself in a corner of these realms. For even in darkness, the stars of Tunarath will shine upon me. You were a worthy ally.
Never have I known a prince more noble. I hope he can find peace.
The Githyanki leave, at last. I feared they would make this world their own.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. Perhaps that's the best place for it. Away from the meddling of mortals and Mr. alike. It's not exactly the outcome Elminster hoped I would achieve, but it's the best I could do with the time his charm bought for me. I feel the faintest pricklings of hunger from the orb already. It will not remain under the sway of his spell forever. If there's one thing I've taken from this adventure of ours, it's that some things are best left well alone. That crown being one of them. Such a force of destruction deserves to rust in a watery grave, and I've no... All I want now is a meal, rest...
A nip, a dance, and a song. Don't mind if I do. I think we're due an evening's What's our leader have to say?
Yes. We should see if the elf song's still standing. I won't imbibe, but I'll be happy to be away from here. And in your company. I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Astarion's days in the sun are behind him. The best you can hope is that he finds darkness and the comfort it once gave him. Knowing him, he probably will. Comfort was always one of his specialities, especially when it was his own.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do? So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye. You can't. I thought I knew. I thought I knew. But you... All right. All right. But we have to go. Now. I can't hang on much longer.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down. I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got. Gods, like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these. But then, there was you. Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out, just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
When the invitation came, you were hip-deep in Lemur's slime, swarmed by hell wasps, and about to drive the killing blow on a magma claw. Cutting through the dreadful buzz of the wasps and the screams of the damned, a familiar, comforting voice echoed in your mind. Withers, he requested your attendance in Faerun, to gather with your friends and allies, those who stood against the Absolute at your side. A reprieve from the Blood War. A few hours of respite with the stars above and good company to cheer you. Karlach's heart can take the strain of leaving Avernus for a few short hours, but it might burst with joy to see those friends again.
Thou wert called here.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up. Honestly, so have I. Well, come here, will you? It's been forever. You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it. I'm not entirely sure I'd agree. In fact, I found a nice meadow not far from where I live now. Every now and again, I'll spend the night there. I'm glad you seem well. Truly, I had no doubt. But I'm glad to hear you say it all the same. Wondering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the large... It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long. Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think. Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poisoned blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plan. None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains... I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shah entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. Must I? You presume a great deal. I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all. I'm glad you two have each other. Hells, I'd be almost tempted to come along if you'd have me. Perhaps if your adventures ever lead you out of Avernus permanently. Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort up. I'm sure we will, but let's be proactive about it. After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social calendars. Don't be a stranger.
He looks coyly at the ground, suddenly shy. He snaps the air and wiggles. He's either mime. He is, however, exhausted. He's had plenty of adventures without you.
What path lies?
Ah, it's good to meet again.
Day after 10 day without a word. No letter, no sending stone, no communication at all. Even the head of an imp would have been enough. Anything to show you were still alive. Nothing worth doing is easy. If anyone has proven that, we have. But I am not unreasonable. I am willing to forgive this dalliance on one condition. Promise that once you are done in the Hells, you will return to my side and help me take Baldur's Gate. Truly, I admit, I never thought you were quite this romantic, my love. A pity we are rekindling this relationship in such uncomfortable circumstances. In truth, I have never enjoyed parties, although they do present the perfect opportunity for a poisoning. Excellent. Taste my lips. They are already laced with toxins. None shall be spared tonight, not even you. Now go. We will need all of our strength. I always have strength enough for you. I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of sun-fed plants.
So you made it! Now it really is a party. Well, I wasn't sure our withered old friend could and look at you. Straight from the hells, still reeking of brimstone. Understandable, but try to resist the urge. I don't want to know what your clothes have been through since we last met. Although I do like the style. Tortured armor never does go out of fashion. Cheeky. I've been very well behaved, thank you. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it. Yes, but you say all sorts of things. Honestly, I don't even listen half the time. It has made for a nice change, though. Well, I do try to inspire a little terror. I'm still me, after all. I did at first. But then I realized. These shadows, this darkness, it's all a part of me. I spent too long defined by what other people did to me, the choices other people made for me. But that's over now. This is who I am. In all my glory, for better. And that being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well. But until then, we've had quite the journey. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't good. See you later.
I fear I am becoming a...
Well, Professor Gale Decarius of Blacks. She did not. She sought me out. Not long after we... Of course, it's still in there. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much... Oh, they try their best, of course.
Cheek of them. Nothing.
And what of you? What are you making of this new fact? From you, I've told my students plenty of tales about... I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a... Well, I, for one, can't wait. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay... It will give us plenty of time. I'm very curious to know. So, in the spirit...
Thanks be to Withers. Even a duke deserves a night off.
Well, now. You can make yourself presentable when you have... Ah, how nice to be understood again. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. The upper city has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds are cleared from the streets. Baldurians simply get on with it. Harpers have come from half the world over to Lende. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing 8 ones. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. There is still much to do. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, for all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you. Ah, sentiment. I must inspect the refreshments.
Now, there's a face I know well indeed.
Have your associates always been so ugly?
I remember one evening when
would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. It is one that can weather any distance. Any passage of time. Well, I am not norm. Even the most ascetic. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing. In that case, our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes. And the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are... It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, as am I. I may age more slowly than most, but Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation... More than a few, I should think. At least I shall be equipped to explain the birds and the bees. I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. Rather... You have kept your... I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening. As much as I would like to. I should on occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence. Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of God. I spend half my days in Ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns right. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, as did I, but somehow I feel like... Amazing what can be discovered about one, always. I could get used to this. Before you go, I have something for you. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old... No, it's wooden. I suppose it burns if you find yourself in dire need of kindling, but just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time.
Good song, good company, good...
I am becoming accustomed to the taste of sun-fed plants.
Ah, my dear, our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the... Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A dead... You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about how I've gotten quite good at replicating... You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you Oh, that would be telling, wouldn't it? But believe you me, my friend, perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'd write a draft. Ah, but you mustn't.
Why were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source these? I've missed wine. Had to resort to making my own cider recently, which isn't bad. You might be onto something there, though the name might need work. Somehow it sounds rude. Even don't.
Withers has laid out quite a spread of food.
This night shall be done sooner than any. A gathering of heroes.
Perhaps he wishes to live
Gods,
vicariously.
it's so good to see. Hold on a moment. Do you smell that?
You take in every scent the night breeze carries.
Forest trees draped in moss. It reminds me of the Wilden Oak. I haven't visited since the Absolute fell. Turns out, rebuilding a city requires more than a simple wave. Bargains must be made. Alliances must be forged. Still, I make the decisions I see fit. Not a devil of the first hell. I've had more than a few challenges, given the people know me as one of the champions who saved their beloved city. They know the patriarchs, the aristocracy, the councils of Waterdeep, and still, there's no friction that can't be greased with a sly promise or a proposition. I've entrusted the fist to Floric. She commands the Flaming Fist with as brave a heart as ever. And the likes of Gortash can bend people's minds. Bane's chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. With a few exceptions, Florix pardoned every last fist. I will not make them drink the poison of my... Like my father, she believed valor is found not in... May they all take it to heart. Go on, always...
I'll give it a shot.
I expect there have been
Peter
other
Withers.
reunions to which I was
Duke
not.
deserves a night off.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions. You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to suppose.
Oh, Commander Zula won't know where the fuck we went! Ha! Oh, man, I can't wait to say hi to everyone. Rest up, soldier. My tin can will be all right for the night. And you and me will get to sleep with both eyes shut for the first time in 6 months? Always. Here, here. Enjoy it, Sol. She's got a knight in her, I think. Any trouble and I'll toddle back off to hell. Oh, hey. Zariel's probably got a load of Cambions guarding that forge. I'm sure she knows I'll want in. She'll do anything to stop me from fixing this thing. I might have an in with one of the guards, though. You may remember my old friend Flo.
This one night thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it requires saving again. If thou could only see the paths of... Enjoy the revelry of the day. What indeed? The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and... Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself. but for every thread you sewed. Sleep, rest, revel. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, there thou art, the dead three. Thy face is God's, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking... Didst think the other gods thou may be, the supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
This is the moment, my love.
Hopes, nightmare. The pain of all. Silence. For the first. Everything you did.
It is done.
My the city.
Not that.
Even when I knew that I was wrong, it seemed do it quick. Yitka Tavkim crashed.
He was as noble in spirit as he was in bloodline. We're in his debt.
The Githyanki leave. And
with the Githyanki, but it seems that...
Perhaps I feel the faintest pricklings of hunger. Fear not. But perhaps we can circle back to that one once the fires have died and the rubble's settled. I do think we deserve a little rest.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Well... Ah!
I suppose that's the last time any of us will see him. And the last time I'll ever see the...
So, how'd I do? So it is. We gave this city back its life. We did that. Goodbye, son. I'm ready. I stand back. I'm going to...
It's over. You, thanks to you, you.
The world wakes to a new dawn, and we are here to greet it. Not as conquerors, but as saviors. Why did you not? We deserved to rule. But despite everything we gave up when we destroyed the brain, it is good to be here with you. Perhaps now we can make our own destiny. No more gods or monsters, no devils or demons to manipulate our fate. We reclaimed our freedom, though everything was against us. What would you do with it? Yes, that would be good. I'm sure my mother has missed me. She likes competition. We can put the Gondians back to work, rebuild the Steel Watch, and march on the Underdark with an unstoppable army at our back. And a song of conquest on our lips. It will be a glorious homecoming, and you will make a beautiful king. My name belongs to my mother, so our house will have a new name, your name, and the world will learn to fear it. But we can look to the future tomorrow, or the day after. Today, let us think only of ourselves in this moment. We have won a lifetime together.
In the 6 months since the Netherbrain fell, you have often doubted the decisions that led you to the depths of the Underdark. Here, there is little comfort. There is only conflict, danger, and war against impossible odds. But there is also joy. Even though your camps are haunted by scuttling spiders and Lolth-sworn soldiers, when you lie with Minthara, you feel like you could tear down the world, and you are building an army of your own. The outcasts, the exiles, and the rebels flock to your cause. Now you must leave them for a brief while and return to the surface, for you have received an invitation to meet with friends and allies once more.
Thou wert called.
You were starting to wonder if you'd show up. Hilarious. You could find work as a jester if you stumble upon it. Oh, come. You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it? Filled out and healthy is what I was going for. I'm glad you seem well. Trudy. Must I? I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all. As am I. Hopefully, these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles. Don't be a...
One day I'll catch a break.
There you are.
Yes, my love. Are you done talking to your friends? Can we leave? I think not. They may respect me or fear me, but I do not think they like me. What makes me so? My quick wit, my cold heart, my cutting insights. In truth, I have never enjoyed parties. Although they do present the perfect opportunity. Taste my lips. They are already laced with toxins. None shall be spared tonight, not even you. Of course not. I was simply playing my part and trying to have a little fun. Now go. Tomorrow we return to the Underdark. And our campaign against my house. We will need all of our strength. I know. I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of some things.
Hast thy thoughts been with brave Karlach often? She would not come. Truly? But didst thou not employ her ever to carry all of thine loot? Thou art safe and warm because in but a dozen 10 days thy band, thy bond gave that not like thou wert her kin. It was written in the fugue plane, her soul. Recall that in time all changeth and all is rejoined. What indeed? Hear me, for thou sleep until we meet again. I wish thee every possible fortune. There didst truly thou didst gods, the sapling, the whimper of Baal, the death mule.
This is the moment, my love.
The pain warps. Silence. Everything you did.
Take my...
No.
Even when my time... I knew that I was... It seems I do it quick. I will not be... Give me my freedom from this form. Release my soul. Then I will do once more what must be. It was an honor to fight.
He was as noble and...
With the Githyanki gone, but it seems...
The crown. Perhaps it's not. I feel the faintest pricklings of hunger from ahead of us. But it's a joke.
What say you? Why leave? Baldur's Gate will be desperate for new leadership.
I honestly don't mind what we'd...
I almost envy him, while he retreats into shadow.
So, how'd I do?
It's over. You, thanks to you. You have earned you.
The world, not as conquerors, but as saviors. No. But despite everything we gave up when we destroyed the brain, perhaps now, no more. We reclaimed our freedom, though everything was against us. What would you do with it? The people. Perhaps they still can be. Gratitude is an easy thing to exploit, and Baldur's Gate owes its continued existence. We can put the Gondians back to... The Sword Coast will be our battlefield, and Baldur's Gate will be the founding city. My name belongs... But we can look to the future tomorrow, or the...
In the 6 months since the Netherbrain fell, you and Minthara have set so many schemes in motion that it is hard to keep track of them. They are all interwoven to create one grand plot, ensuring everyone of importance in the city owes you a favor, a debt, or their life. Minthara is happier here than you could ever have imagined, and she fully intends to rule the city one day. From the shadows, with you at her side. But now you must leave. Not on a matter of business. The allies who stood with you against the Absolute are gathering. And you are invited.
It's good to meet
I cannot
again.
remember the last time I heard the ballad of the endless spring.
I fear I am becoming accustomed.
Now there's a ditty worthy of a niece.
you made
I was hoping you'd I must be careful to not overindulge tonight.
Yes, my love. Are you done talking to your friends? Can we leave? I have hosted gatherings of house matrons and high priestesses who wanted nothing more than to murder one another before the night was done. I have negotiated the handover of... I thought I was equal to anything. But this is also... pleasant. And I am not even sure your affection is the only thing that matters. Let us finish. In truth, I have never enjoyed parties. Although they do present the perfect opportunity. You assume I am joking? Taste my lips. They are already laced with toxins. None shall be spared tonight, not even you. Of course not. I was simply playing. Now go. Tomorrow we will need all of our strength. I always have strength.